Here, I am at a real crossroads here because Tina did not eat yesterday. Tina, our little baby here, did not eat yesterday hardly at all. You remember in yesterday's video where I dropped everything off and no tomatoes, no grapes, none of the cabbage, and from the looks of it, not any of her feed. This here could be dangerous because these guys they are out of control. Well, okay, ouch, that's all we had. Okay, she's walking towards that gate. I'm gonna go open that gate. She's walking with a purpose, guys. I actually like this. She's walking with a purpose, like she wants to be in there, and I'm gonna open this gate and let her come in. I feel a little bit of joy in my heart right now. I do. I feel joy in my heart because I want her to have a purpose. Hey folks, Lester here, and Jamie has called me out to her garden because she's going to give us some romaine lettuce.
See how pretty it is? It's all cleared up, and this is
for the birds.
That's for the birds.
So this romaine lettuce here is for the birds. I just dropped a couple of pieces.
She's like, why do I have to eat it?
Yeah, all right, so we're gonna walk out and feed. Okay. I should probably have this in something. You guys come with me. I'm gonna turn the camera around. All right, so we don't know exactly if they'll eat this. This will be the first time of trying romaine lettuce. Now, Carl's gonna be too mean to eat anyway. Carl's just looking for someone to fight. And so Dad's not gonna fight him. I'm gonna see if I can hand this over though to this sweet little girl. See if she'll take a bite. You wanna bite a leafy green lettuce? Babe, she's eating it.
That's good.
It is good. Now you gotta swallow it, you just can't. So she's like, bites it a couple of times and spits it back out. Sweetie, if you're not gonna eat it, let me go offer it to, okay. We're not gonna have you just tearing all the, okay, make up your mind, you're gonna eat it or not? I don't understand, she eats some and she drops some. Well, this is great, Jamie. Something new that the birds will eat. I'm gonna offer some to Tina now, okay? I'm gonna go offer some to Tina. Hi, Carl, good morning. How are you, buddy? You feel angry at Daddy? Yes, he does. Let's see how Wanda does with it. Here, Wanda, this is called romaine lettuce. See if you like it. So it's an acquired taste yet. An acquired taste means you kind of got to get your taste buds kicked in before it actually tastes. Okay, we're not picking the phone. So she's not going to eat it either. She's knocked off several leaves onto the ground. All right, so we're not going to try it with Wanda. If you want some, it's on the ground beside you. I got some delicious lettuce. Would you like a bite? So far, Debbie loved it. Wanda, not so much. You want to smell it? She's real curious about it. Let me switch hands. I can't lift my left arm high enough to feed her because of my injury. Let me switch hands. All right, now I can lift it up a little bit higher with this arm. I want her to at least smell it. She's not real sure if she should take a bite of this or not. She's not really sure. Baby, just at least take one nibble. Not even a nibble? Okay, she's walking away. I'm not even gonna try it. Well, then we will go out to the babies. Okay. Maybe it is isolation. Maybe it is the isolation part that's making her wither away. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her and move her over to the other pasture with the babies. I do not want her with Carl because he will hurt her. And then with the babies, at least she'll have the company of other ostriches and she won't feel so isolated. because at this point, we're just kind of grasping for straws. Is it called grasping for straws? Just trying to find anything. I know, guys, I know. Don't even judge. I've been loving the dogs. Get up, Dina. Get up. I want you to walk out into the yard. Go ahead. Keep going. Come on, turn right there. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. All right. There you go. All right, so as of right now, I'm going to let her be in the yard. And I'm going to sort of let her pick and choose where she wants to go. If she wants to be closer to these big birds, that's fine. I just don't really want her in there with them. What I would like to see her do is walk over there to that side of the yard, and I'll put her in that pasture with the babies. Oh, boy, we were just in time. We were just in time. There's a lot of green grass that we've planted growing in there with the babies in the other pasture. And so, look at them. They're eating all the rest of her food. All right, so she's out for a bit, and she's fine, guys. She can't escape. She can't go anywhere. But I want her to try to find peace somewhere. So she seems pretty content to be out. She actually looks happy to be out. She's walking more than I thought she would. She's not going over there and walking along Carl's pasture. I did bring out some tomatoes and some grapes, hoping that she would eat something. But she doesn't seem to have an interest in eating anything. For sure not tomatoes, which is bizarre because that's normally one of her favorite foods. Look. Look, baby, I got grapes too. No. So she has no interest in eating. I don't like that water hose right there. She may get tangled up all over it. Let me put these away so the dogs don't get them. You all know that dogs can't eat grapes. I'll close those. Where's she going? That's okay. She's actually going right where I wanted her to. She's actually going right where I wanted her to. She'll go out there with those babies. That would be perfect. I'm letting her go at her own pace. I know walking down that hill can't be easy on her. You see how gingerly she's taking each step. Poor baby. You know, you just want them to be happy and pain-free. And I will do whatever it takes. No one though, no one that I've been able to speak to. And I've made so many phone calls and reached out with emails to so many people. But I've even sent little video links. But I'm afraid to tell y'all that most of the responses I'm getting are the difficulties with these birds. And the fact that oftentimes with two-legged animals, a leg injury, you know, being lame in one of their legs is pretty much almost always a death sentence. So what I've been doing is saying, okay, well, hold on a minute. Okay, hold on a minute, Lester. Everyone keeps saying this is, you know, an injury to on the leg of a two-legged animal. Don't say, well, Lester, humans are two-legged. Yes, but humans can also find ways to work with one leg, like the use of crutches or wheelchair. So guys, don't sit there and do all that nonsense. Sort of saying, well, you know what? If as long as she's eating, she'll be fine. As long as she's eating, she'll be okay. Because, you know, fine, let her lay around. Let her lay around. You know, walk over and get a drink of water. But as long as she's eating, she'll stay alive. And, you know, we've all seen injuries come and go. But now that she's not even eating, so now I'm thinking, okay, so she's in pain. We know that's obvious. And now she stopped eating, which terrifies me, because that means maybe on her own she realizes that this is not going to work. And guys, you just can't take and stick an IV fluid in an ostrich and feed her through tubes. I'm going to walk down as the babies are coming around closer. So the babies have all come over to meet her. And what I would love is to be able to open that gate and let her go inside with them babies. I would love that. Now, I know she can't keep up with them. And I don't know what would happen if it came time to feed. Is she's going to be able to, you know, compete for her own food bowl. And once they realize that she's lame, will they also begin to pick on her the way a lot of animals do? I know it's very windy and it's probably hard to hear a lot of what I'm saying. So I'll just let you watch what I'm watching. And she doesn't have an interest in the grass here, even though that's all fresh winter grass that the other birds have just been eating up. So food does not seem to be a concern of hers. Maybe a curiosity of where the babies have been. But it's funny how she came close to the babies and she did not go anywhere near the adults. So, okay, she's walking towards that gate. I'm gonna go open that gate. She's walking with a purpose, guys. I actually like this. She's walking with a purpose, like she wants to be in there. And I'm going to open this gate and let her come in. I feel a little bit of joy in my heart right now. I do. I feel joy in my heart because I want her to have a purpose. Settle down. You have I know what your purpose is. Tomatoes and grapes and all kinds of stuff to eat and picking at Daddy's phone. That's not what we're doing right here. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. Maybe I was wrong. Oh boy, are they going to look at that? They're going to try to stand up to her. They're trying to, I don't know what's happening here, but hey, they're all going to challenge her. They're all going to challenge her. They know that she's lame and they're going to try to challenge her. That's what scares me. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. All right, so she's in the pasture with the other, in the big pasture. Guys, there's a lot to eat out here. Boy, she is definitely letting them know that she's still, she might be one-legged, but she's, oh my gosh, Tat, do not try to go up against her. Okay, so you're all seeing what I'm seeing. Look at them trying to step up to her. I'm afraid they're trying to challenge her. And so sometimes the same way that humans will sometimes pick on somebody who's different. They find somebody who has maybe special needs and they make fun of them and they try to find a way to make a hierarchy. People just, animals in general just want to have some kind of a hierarchy. It's important to have a hierarchy. And so in this pasture where we've had these babies for almost a month alone, away from mom and dad, now they've kind of established their own hierarchy, their pecking order. And so all of a sudden today, Tina shows up and you saw she wanted to be here. She wanted to be here. So I bring Tina in and now all of a sudden, even with one leg, there's going to be a little bit of challenging going on to wonder where everyone stands on the hierarchy. I'm proud that Tina stood up for herself, but Tat is not leaving her alone. Tat's following her around. That's Tat. See, that's why I thought it would be best to keep her away from the little other birds, because we don't want her having to move as much. And so what'll happen when it comes to feed time, I'll put out plenty of feed. I'm not gonna make it where they have to compete for feed. There'll be plenty to eat. But the problem is, a lot of times they will end up running from trough to trough just to run the weak ones away. And so a lot of times the weaker ones have to end up just fending for themselves and getting whatever's left over until they can find a way to work themselves up the chain. Guys, Lester feels like a total ass. I do. Look at that. Tina, little Tina, with her one bad leg, is over here hanging out with the babies. And for the first time in a month, she seems happy and content. And I just got off a live video where I had Rick, along with about 1,000 people, letting me know that Tina is a herd animal, and for her well-being, she needs to be with the herd, sick or not. A herd animal should not be isolated. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been ignoring that. You guys have been saying that to me, screaming it to me, and I just ignored it because I was worried about her injuring or re-injuring or making her leg worse. But if, lo and behold, I don't bring her out to the pasture, and in no time all the babies are laying around hanging out with Tina, and I do feel like that in itself has given her a purpose. And there's one thing I'll tell you that I've learned in my life, is that everyone needs a purpose. You have to. You need a purpose. You have to have a purpose, and that purpose drives you. And look, she's sitting down because her leg hurts, but look how tall she's sitting up as she sits down. I love that. I love that. And so with all the mistakes that I've made, I'm happy, you know, I learn. You know, that's what they say, you learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. I separated her because I thought that she needed it. I thought it would help her leg heal by not having to, you know, move around as much, to not have to compete for food. But what she needed, right there, right there. Friends. Ever since that other guy's bull died, I've been keeping a close eye on all these babies. A closer eye. Trying to make sure that they're all eating. Because God forbid, once they go down, if you don't catch it in time, it's hard to get them back. Here comes trouble. I don't mean Trixie. I mean Tat. Jamie's trying to call him over there. This is a good sign. This is a great sign, actually. I am curious what will happen whenever Tat comes up. If she's... There you go, Tina. Good for her. Uh-oh. Who does this remind y'all of? Who does this remind y'all of? Maggie. You're acting like your mama.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.